Wednesday night, the UFL started in Minnesota, where the Dakota Rhinos were taking on the Minnesota Chippers, who have had a problem protecting their quarterback. Yeah, 25 sacks in 4 games. It's been pretty bad. But here on this opening drive, look at Doug Falk getting sandwiched, finding his fullback. Holy smokes, Minnesota's on top, 7-0. Dakota trying to get to 4-1 on the season. A.J. Horn with the field goal. Minnesota counters with one of their own. They're still up 10-3. 3 minutes to go in the first half, and Dakota again has to settle 10-6. Then it's another play fake, and look at the block pickup, and that's Donnie Allegheny. Down the field, he's gone 75 yards. 17-6 Chippers. Feeling chipper, but at the end of the first half, not so much. Chipped a tooth. Dakota all the way back for the score, but there you see the block in the back right there at the 10-yard line. That wipes out the touchdown. That's okay. That gives room for Billy Flagg to find Tony Horn Jr. into the end zone, and that would not be his last trip. Just before the end of the first half, Minnesota manages to get another field goal, 20-13. Chippers up 7. So used to saying they're down this season. That pass caught by Dakota down the field, and then it's Lorenzo Snow, the 13th, putting in work. Great drive to start the third quarter for the Rhinos. Billy Flagg's going to finish it himself. Tie game at 20. Minnesota would pad their lead, but just by a bit. Towards the end of the third quarter, that's good, 23-20. Then on 4th and 1 with under 6 to play, they settle for 3. That leaves the door open. Dakota's got a shot. A minute to go, down 6. Billy Flagg down the field, complete to the 23-yard line. Final play with 2 seconds left. Billy Flagg to Tony Horn Jr. Touchdown! Game winner with nothing on the clock. Dakota 27, Minnesota 26. Let's stay out west in Albuquerque, where the 2-2 Atomics were taking on the 2-2 Devils. Vegas 2-0 on the road, 0-2 at home, with a combined 9 points in 2 games. So, figured it's going to be their day. Frank Stearns finds a receiver battle who gets tackled by 3 different players, and then Cunningham with the touchdown vulture gets the first in-zone trip of the day for either team. Jack Nitro, he'd have his moment. 69 yards, Vegas up 14-3. Albuquerque breathing nitrous oxide. That's bad, right? I'm not a scientist. 57-yard field goal for Vegas, and it had plenty of room. 17-3. Now into the third quarter. Frank Stearns down the middle, complete into the red zone. Then Stearns one more time. 3rd down and inches. Finds Ethan Flowers. And the Atomics were smelling those too. 24-3. Nitro, smell you later. 1st down to the 39, and then later in the drive, Frank Stearns back into the red zone. Vegas' red zone offense looked totally different today. Battle with the touchdown. This is getting ugly. 31-3, Dennis Tolbert, welcome to the game. A little too late though, 4th quarter. Deep shot, that's a perfect pass though. Dennis, hope the surgery goes well, my friend. 6 minutes to go in the 4th. And Vegas has the field goal, 34-10. Dennis Tolbert, no quit in these Atomics. Finding Bo Braxton, who had a great game despite the lopsided score. Tolbert's pass is complete, enough for the 1st down. And then on 3rd down and 12, connects in the back corner. Wow, that's a great throw. Austin Labrador. Then for 2, Tolbert's pass is caught. Hey, Albuquerque's not out of this thing yet. 34-18, but Frank Stearns shuts the door. Play action. Can't do it any better than that. Hits his big-time tight end. And then one more time to battle for the score. Vegas 41. Albuquerque 18. The Devils 3-0 on the road. They love it out there. More Great West action. El Paso at Phoenix. Look at this pick by Terrell, and then Terrell does a backflip. Are you kidding? Can we change bodies? That is just nuts. I mean, I can flip off a stupid driver and back into my chair, but I can't do a backflip. Phoenix ends the drive with 3 points. They go up 3-0. Desperados winless. Phoenix winners of 3 in a row. trying to make it 4. Elliott Pope Jr. trying to get his squad going. That's Holcomb with the catch. And then it's Pope Jr. over the middle, down to the 7-yard line. El Paso would have to settle 2 touchdowns in their first 10, now 11 red zone trips this season. Second quarter, Elliott Pope Jr. in a tie game. El Paso's defense held it down tonight. Pope Jr. gets a deep run of 25 yards into Phoenix territory. 3rd and 15. Pope Jr. delivers to the sideline, down to the 12. Then the next play, Elliott finds his big tight end into the end zone for a touchdown, 10-3. Hey, Phoenix has one of those too. Skylar Vivase, unclaimed, still available. You guys got to get on this. This guy's an amazing player. Phoenix down 7. That's Chris Andrews fighting with the defender down to the 13-yard line. And then it's Terriant, who didn't have much running room today against that improved El Paso defense, but he gets the score there. Tie game at 10. Late second quarter. El Paso looking for more points. And again, Elliott Pope Jr. finds a wide open receiver. 171 passing yards for El Paso in the first half. That field goal was good, and it's the Desperados with a 3-point lead. Phoenix starts the second half with a field goal of their own. Now we're tied at 13. 71 yards away from the end zone, no problem. Joe Tillo, Skylar Vivase getting away from 3 different Desperados. And El Paso's offense, well, they went cold in the fourth quarter. You saw it there on the no highlights. Phoenix wins 20-13, and they've won 4 straight. San Diego at Salt Lake, a battle of 3-1 teams in the Great West Conference in search for a UFL championship. Salt Lake's offense only averaging about 24 points a game so far this season. But hey, look at this opening drive. Lucas McGregor on his first carry of the season. The fullback gets in for the score. Love a big man touchdown. Zach Holdorf, this is what he does best. Towards the end of the first quarter, puts his head down and pulls ahead. Holdorf, this time to Rochelle Johnson, his number 1 target on the sideline. And then he'd cap the drive. Great vision. Tie game at 7. San Diego holding their own in one of the toughest places to play in the UFL. Salt Lake, St. Louis, it's a short list. How about this catch from Noah Neely? Put me on his arc. Are you kidding me? What a catch. One hand to haul that in. Zach Holdorf and Rochelle Johnson will call you and raise you 78 yards for the score. Tied at 14. There's 1 minute, 10 seconds to go in the first half. Salt Lake gets a field goal. 30 seconds later, Holdorf fumbles, picked up by Salt Lake, and taken all the way down to, spoiler alert, the 1-yard line. So now it's 1st and goal for Salt Lake. Next play, Chris Allure dives, scores. Touchdown, 24-14. Hornets still in the second quarter. Next play, Zach Holdorf picked. DeQuavius Luck had San Diego on lockdown. 2 picks tonight. Salt Lake scores 17 points in 1 minute and 10 seconds. And it was all Hornets after that. That's Alex West with that catch. This is Chris Allure's second touchdown. And this is a commanding Salt Lake victory. Hornets beat the Wildcats 41-17. This has been 8 Minutes in UFL Heaven.